The morning sun scattered gently over Shadowleaf, its golden light slipping through the forest canopy and kissing the rooftops of the quiet village. A few chimneys smoked. Birds called once or twice, but most of the world remained hushed. Inside a small cottage nestled near the northern edge of the village, Katie stood by her window, holding her crossbow close to her chest. Her pink hair was neatly braided, resting over one shoulder, and she wore her usual green dress and black leggings. She looked ready. Almost. I'll do it today, she whispered to herself. Just one step. She left her cottage slowly, boots crunching the soft earth. She kept to the sides of the main paths, letting others pass by without looking up. Near the village fountain, she saw Sarah standing peacefully, hands behind her back. Her calm presence made Katie pause for a moment, but she didn't speak. She just admired her strength. As she reached the path near the guild, a soft breeze passed, and for a split second she saw Stormelle further ahead, sweeping leaves near the guild entrance. The girl looked thoughtful, quiet, like someone who might understand. But Katie looked away before their eyes could meet. Inside the Adventure Guild, the wooden floors creaked softly under her steps. Braga glanced up from behind the desk, raising an eyebrow at the quiet approach. Katie, he said simply. First time requesting? She nodded. Yes. He handed her a beginner scroll without asking more. Forest clearing. Low threat. East of Hollowmere. Keep your eyes open. She accepted it with a polite bow and turned to leave. But just as she stepped outside, she nearly brushed shoulders with someone passing in. Tall, silent, black-clad, a sword across his back. Snealer. He didn't look at her, didn't speak, just walked past like shadow on stone. Katie stood frozen for a moment, not out of fear, but wonder. He seemed alone, like me. By afternoon, Katie had followed the scroll's instructions to the forest edge. Her target was a patch of overgrown vines choking the trail near Hollowmere. It wasn't much, but it was hers. She crouched beside a bush and aimed her crossbow. Thwip. Clean shot. The first vine recoiled and fell limp. The others stirred. One lunged. Not fast, but wide. Katie stepped back and pointed at the soil beneath it. Bind, she whispered. Green vines erupted upward, curling tight around the wild growth and snapping it still. She fired once more, a poisoned arrow this time, and watched the last cluster shrivel. Her breath came fast. Her hands trembled, but she was still standing. The sun was already dipping when she returned. Near the village edge, she caught sight of Zhaoyun in the distance. His form quiet as ever, carrying someone carefully in his arms. A girl with red streaks in her clothes and a flame pendant around her neck. Katie gasped softly. Sarah? She stepped back into the shadow of a tree, hiding without meaning to. Did something happen? Should I go help? But before she could decide, Zhaoyun disappeared behind the guild walls. She stood there a moment longer, then turned and walked slowly home. Her cottage was quiet when she returned. The light outside had turned silver blue. Her crossbow rested by the door. She unlaced her boots, hung her cloak, and sat on the edge of her bed. Today had been more than she expected. She didn't speak to anyone. But she had stepped out. She had been seen. She had done something brave. She curled up under her blanket, her braids still in place, and whispered into the quiet. Tomorrow, maybe I'll say hello. And then the room fell silent, and the shy striker slept.